It's real life. It's real life. What you gotta say? Ain't no games being played. We on a mission, so it's.
Well, some say sex sells, and in that case, the knowledge is free 99.
I lay wigs and bitches, so don't play.
You gotta be quick when you enter my court. Next.
I'm an acquired taste, so if you don't like it, acquire some taste.
I'm the royal king of this castle.
What's going on?
How you doing?
Good. How you doing?
Good. I'm glad you invited me. I need something to do.
Yeah.
They got candy on it?
This is what's called a dampener.
A who?
It's called a vibration dampener.
So the thing won't vibrate?
So that when you hit the ball in a sweet spot, your wrist and stuff.
Oh, the sweet spot.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
What's new? Come on. What's going on?
So you know what? Not a whole lot. You know, I had to pass a COVID test this morning because I have to do another shoot for Bravo tomorrow.
Oh, so you have to do another test? So you couldn't bring the results to this? It's not like that. Do they give you results
Every
papers?
time I have to do a scene, I have to do another test.
They give you. They don't give you like
Basically,
like when you get gonorrhea and chlamydia, they don't give you results back.
They if you have a positive result, they won't let you shoot. So I guess that's how you know if you have it or not.
Oh, okay. I want to give me an STD test, and I got clear. Sure, you know some people. Anyway,
you got to make sure you're good. Period.
Because I don't know if you want to start gossiping now or do you want to gossip later, but we can gossip during
Always
the
a good time.
Because I know you see Instagram.
No, I'll be a step behind. Honey. I'm gonna have to catch up.
I had to come. Gremlins had to come from the sewer,
Oh,
so
okay.
I had to come up now, honey. And so now I'm out.
Had to come from Neverland.
Neverland.
Period.
And I'm ready to land all the shade.
Oh yes, me too.
Baby girl, I am awoke.
The dragon is awoke, honey. Okay.
The library is open. Due to COVID, I'm still accepting people.
Social distance, but it's open.
Sure.
It's open.
I can social distance from 20 feet away. I can throw shade. It's no problem.
Period. We can always throw the shade, honey.
Honey, what do you want to start? The bed or the floor?
Or the balcony?
Let's hit some balls.
Come on, let's go. I set it down. And what you're going to do is, you're going to grab the racket on the bottom. Like this. On the bottom of the handle. Like this. You have what's called a semi-wet grip. So if you ever lose your grip, you set your racket down. This is the grip that I want you to go back. Hit that ball. Nice shot. Wait a minute now. You gotta turn like this. Are you listening? You didn't see your shoulder.
I am. You said I am.
Like that. Like this. Higher. Like this.
So I pull up to the park, and I pull up on Jerome, and I pull up to the park, and my whole thing is, he wanted to have a conversation with me. So I wanted to really hear what he had to say as far as, this conversation goes. Because as far as I'm concerned, Jerome, friendships with certain people in this group could be considered biased.
Showed up so late to Contagious event, but you can come before I'm done with my tenant fussing. So my whole thing was, I'm happy to see you, but I would like for you to come when you're actually invited.
Popping up on you.
Yeah, come on, pop up. I'm a little sweaty.
Yeah, I know you were working and stuff.
Hell yeah. How you doing?
I'm good.
So you a mask of Zorro today?
Look, we outside, so I'm just trying to be safe. They saying the numbers rising and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I
I wanted to pop up on you. I'm trying to like get everything ready for the housewarming.
Definitely.
And I mean, I heard you wanted to maybe have a conversation. I know
I did.
our last phone conversation didn't
I wanted to clear the air.
end well. So yeah, that's why I wanted to come in. See what was going on.
First off, I do want to start off by saying I apologize if you thought that I was being a little bit aggressive last time we was on the phone. And then also, the reason why I was a little bit frustrated is because I feel like you're attaching me to the issue that you have with Jill. I don't have like nothing to do with it. So like if you have a conversation with me and I have a conversation with Gerald, that's two separate things. But if you think that like I'm biased or like, you know, like that my opinion is somehow tainted by Gerald, then that would make me question why you want to sit down with me, period. Because it's kind of like, what would be the point if you already think that my mind is made up?
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. Sometimes it definitely comes off that way, and I definitely have felt like that at times. Like maybe your opinion is, you know, skewed, or you know, because you and his friendship. So sometimes it does come off that way, and if I'm wrong, I apologize for even feeling like that and warranted like some of the things that he was saying. And even like my status coming up, me sharing that amongst the group, that was a moment that I chose to be vulnerable. And never would I have expected when I was to share something as private and personal as that it would be thrown in my face as a shot. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like at some point, whatever he may have even thought or heard, thought I said, it just went to a very nasty place, and I didn't appreciate it.
Okay.
I was wondering, I knew that you were there to talk to me about Gerald, and I was also wondering why you were not popping up on Gerald to see what he had going on, because I can't change Gerald's mind. As much as y'all, the rest of the cast, like to think that me and Gerald are in cahoots, yes, me and Joe are very good friends. We're very close friends. At the end of the day, I don't think for him, and he doesn't think for me.
So I think I got three things to say. One, I'm not gonna address him hitting below the belt. I really don't have nothing to do with that. I wouldn't do something like that, and I don't think that he's that kind of person, but I haven't known him any longer than y'all have known him. So even though we're a little bit closer, you know, the time still isn't there for me to know how he responds to certain things.
Absolutely.
Secondly, as far as going back and saying something to him, when me and Jill had found out, when Jill had told me about the Onlyfans, he said that was not something that he wanted to bring up on camera because of what the show was about. Period. That was all we said about it. So after he left the event, and then you had
and this is what Jamie explained to me as well. You know, Jamie told me that because when Jamie was the one who brought the conversation up to me, he said that, you know, he really didn't like how the whole conversation came up to begin with.
But that's not. So that was not really G's fault. So I understand that. And then that was actually my other question. What role do you think that Maliek play in all of this? I mean, excuse me. What role do you think that Jamie play in all of this? The whole thing about the stats, because I know that really hurt you, or that really not really hurt you, but that really hit below the belt for you. So
and it was not just the status. I mean, he said a lot of things like accusing me of being on drugs, and that's the reason why I'm always late and stuff.
But I was just gonna,
like, a lot of that stuff was, I just felt it was unwarranted even for the conversation
about the whole status. About the whole status thing, like, I really hate to say this, but a lot of people think all's fair in love and war. So sometimes when you share stuff with people, they is putting that in their ammo. You know what I'm saying? Almost like when you said about Gerald not having nothing. He invited you into his home. You did. You said what you said.
I haven't said that.
But the things that he's telling me that he considers shade is not shady to me. It's just, listen, if I shade you, check your notifications. I can't listen, check your notifications. If you get shade from Maliek Yuseef, you gonna wanna like stroll, check them notifications because you gonna know it.
Greetings. What's going on?
You see what's going on?
Let's see. You gonna have a seat?
No.
You wanna sit here?
As I was
You said
open
on site.
to having a adult
You said on
conversation
site.
with him at the video
You
shoot,
said on site.
but like this,
Then you waited a whole
I
week
won't
later.
do.
You said on site.
I won't do.
You said on site.
When did I say that?
You said on site.
When did I say that?
Did you or not?
When did I say
Talk to
that?
your friends. Talk to your
When
friends
did I
Tristan
say
and
that?
Apollo.
When did I
Talk to
say
them,
that?
your friend. Talk to Jamie, your friend. That's really not your friend. You so worried about me. Worry about them, your
You're-
friends.
Again,
Your
you're
friends.
coming at me with everything.
Your friends.
When did I
Receipts.
say that?
Receipts.
When did I say that?
Believe it, say it.
Do you
When
recall?
did I
Do
say
you
that?
recall saying on site?
When did I say that?
You don't recall
Like,
saying
when did I say that? Someone tell me when I said that.
Exactly.
I said everything I said
Exactly.
to him. I said to him.
Exactly.
When we was on the video call,
Exactly.
Well,
I
tell
said
him you didn't
to
say
him,
on site because he's under the impression that you told him
because
on site.
he hasn't heard that from me.
He did.
Ask him, has he
did,
heard that
because
from me?
I thought you said
Ask
on the
him,
video
has he
chat.
heard that from me? I never said that. When did I never said
I
that.
thought I heard you say it.
Here we go again with the cat and mouse, with the Tom and Jerry, with the Batman and Robin. They are the power two, and I guess like it takes two of them to have a conversation. So when Gerald approached the table, I was completely caught off guard.
That shit right there, Maliek, pissed me off to the max. Scene, do you hear me? I hate a victim. Don't play a victim. If you said something, back it up. Stay with it. If you said something, back it up. I'm tired of everybody do all this, and when the source comes, it goes like this.
You had an
About
issue
me,
with Apollo
and
from
I haven't
day
even
one.
had-
You had an issue with Apollo with day one. That's the thing.
Do
You talk
he
about
wanna
people.
be in a
You
conversation?
talking about
Do he
people.
wanna be in a
No, because
conversation
lies
now?
is lies. You're lying.
Do he
Because
wanna
you
be
want
in
to
a
talk about people throwing
conversation
shade.
or
You
do
be throwing
he
shade
not?
since day one to Apollo.
Do he wanna
Since
be in a
day one, you had an
conversation
issue
or
with
not?
him, and you said something about and Hudson Grill. You said bring it up again that you had an issue with him. You started it, the whole thing off. You started it. That's what I'm saying. You're backtracking with everything you're saying.
I'm not
That's why I
backtracking. I'm forward
lying.
moving.
You're lying
I'm
about
forward
the shade.
moving. I haven't lied about anything.
have. Go ahead,
I haven't
Jerome.
lied about anything. If you guys feel like stuff is being shaded, I'm sorry. I can't change that. I am who I am. I'm going to speak on it. Everybody in this group is entitled to their own opinion, and that's just that.
Right.
What I will not do and what I will not accept is hidden below the belt,
Oh, that's
talking
me all
about
day.
things, talking
All
about
day.
things
Should
that
never come-
aren't
don't come for
that
me.
aren't discussed
Don't come for me.
on this platform.
Don't come.
That's
You're
what
an
I
HIV
want to
activist,
do.
ain't you? So I'm gonna
That's
bring it
what
up.
I
You're an
want
HIV
to do.
activist. I'm giving you
That's
clout.
what I
That's what you
want
wanted.
to
You
do.
wanted clout.
I don't need clout. You don't have any clout to give.
You're right. I sure
You don't have any
You're right.
clout
Thank you.
to
You're
give.
right. Maliek,
You don't have any
you're
clout to
right.
give.
You're right.
Trust me.
You right.
Trust
Oh
me.
my God.
You
You're
don't have
so
no clout to
right.
give.
You're so pressed about
I
me. I don't
mean,
understand why you
I'm
keep
not
pushing
gonna
the
do this.
buttons.
Why
Why are you so
I'm not
pressed
gonna
by
do
me?
this.
I don't
came
understand.
here.
Why you just check your friend Jamie? Please just check Jamie.
I mean, and y'all
Wait a
you
minute,
have to
Maliek, can I-
understand
wait a-
because me and
Maliek,
Jamie,
please let me
the
speak.
friend word is like
Oh my
so
God,
loosely.
Maliek. That's why I'm saying I'm talking to a brick wall. You're not
No,
letting me
I'm
talk.
saying
You're
my-
not letting me
you're
talk.
saying my
I haven't even
friend-
finished my sentence.
Big-
Can I finish my sentence or
Yes,
no?
yeah.
Good Jesus. All I'm saying is, you are allowing Jamie to play a lot bigger part in this than he needs to.
I'm not
You
allowing
need
Jamie to play anything.
Maliek, please.
I think y'all
Maliek,
are
all right,
over,
I'm done.
I think y'all are
I'm
over
done.
like thinking me and
Greg, I'm
Jamie's
done.
relationship. Me and Jamie knew each
But
other
that's
before
okay,
this
I'm done.
situation, and we haven't. We all have like a close friendship.
Well, Jamie's talking
I
shit
know
about
him.
you.
I mean, and well, this
Jamie
cool.
been talking shit about you. That's all I wanted to tell
Cool.
you. So stop blaming him.
I'm not blaming
Thank
no
you.
one. I'm not blaming anyone.
Jamie's playing both sides of the fence.
I'm not blaming no one.
All I'm saying is Jamie's playing both sides of the fence, and it's making the problem between y'all worse. But until you accept what Jamie's doing, we're not gonna get.
I think you're overanalyzing me and
And I think
Jamie's
you're
friendship.
under-analyzing what's going on here.
A big part of the reasoning that Jamie has his very own platform, that he was inspired to even have his own platform today. Before it was a Speak Out Atlanta, it was just a Speak Out. And I was a part of it. It was me and 24 other individuals from all across the country that spoke out about a topic that nobody was talking about. From there, it was implemented in places like Georgia, here in Atlanta, and also places like Texas. So it's crazy to hear like somebody I kind of set up for success talking shit about me.
No, what I'm saying is, me and Jamie, we worked together in the past. I spearheaded a campaign that he was a part of, and that's how we know each other. As far as a very personal friendship, it's very lackluster. It doesn't exist. So when you're saying Jamie is talking shit about me,
Well, that's
it's
all I can say. I
possible.
have to throw it out
It's
there 'cause you keep
possible.
talking
I
over
mean,
me.
it's possible. Do I care? I don't care. Like, if he ain't talking shit to me,
But he don't care.
He's
But he
not
worried
talking
about
shit
Jerome
to
Wallace
me.
talking. But he not
He's
care
not
about his
talking
friend
shit
that's supposed to be
to
his
me.
friend. But he worried about somebody that's not irrelevant.
not talking shit to
he worried
me.
about a gremlin. But you worried about a gremlin.
Right,
But you
this what I
supposed to be
said.
worried about a friend. But you
This
know,
what
like
I
I said, you're
said.
nothing but a
This
bum.
what I
A capital
said.
B.
I'm a bum.
U,
I'm a bum.
M.
Right. I'm a bum.
A bum.
Right.
A bum.
Right.
You're nothing but a bum.
Right.
You're nothing but a bum. Bum,
Right,
bum,
okay.
bum, 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 bum.
I'm a bum.
Bum, bum, bum. That's what B2K did
I'm
change
a
that
bum
song.
and
They
you're a
changed it to
gremlin.
bum, bum, bum.
I'm
Instead
a
of
bum
bum,
and you're
bum,
a
bum.
gremlin.
Instead of bum, bum, bum.
I'm a
That's what
bum
they
and you're a
changed it.
gremlin.
You're nothing but a bum, bum, bum,
I'm a
bum,
bum and you're a
bum, 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 bum.
gremlin.
You worry about everybody
I'm a bum
everybody
and
is not
you're
your
a
friend on here, but you worry about the main person,
I'm a
John
bum.
Wallace.
You're
Your man,
you're
worry about
you're
the,
talking
your
shit.
main, you know,
You're
you've been talking shit since day
You're
one, and now
talking
you're
shit.
mad
I
because I
haven't-
finally reacted.
I'm not
finally
backtracking.
reacted.
I said it. I said it. I said
You
it.
keep
I
yelling.
said what
You
I
have a
said.
problem.
I said
Stop.
it.
You need to stop yelling.
I
That's
said
your
it.
problem.
I said it.
That's your problem.
I
Stop
said
yelling.
it.
Stop yelling.
I said it.
That's why nobody gets
You
on
were
the cross.
when you just yelling.
I was
The
just
last
having a
time I seen
conversation.
you, I couldn't even get a word in
None of us
edgewise
could.
because you didn't
I
want to
was
have a
quiet.
conversation.
I was trying to listen to Jerome
You didn't
and
want to have a
Apollo, but you wanted to talk.
conversation.
You wanted to
You
talk
didn't
about
want to have a
closets. You wanted to
conversation.
talk about
So
people's
you
closets
yelled
clothes
and you got
and
loud
clothes and stuff
you
like
said
that. So
all
I had to
these
show you my
things.
closet.
You said all these things.
All my stuff was true.
You said all these things.
All my shit was true.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't.
wasn't
You
true?
don't know me.
Oh,
That's
you don't
what you
either.
need to know.
You don't know me
You
either.
don't know me.
You don't know me either.
You do not know me.
Why are
That's
you
what
getting
you
loud?
need to know.
You're getting loud.
I'm letting your ass know
Look,
that
he's
you
getting
do
loud.
not know me.
He's getting loud.
I'm
Did you
getting
really
loud
just-
and I'm letting your ass know that your
That's
ass
it.
don't know me.
I got tired of you. I'm
Yeah.
really getting tired of you because all you fucking do is fucking run
Okay.
your mouth, and I'm
Listen,
so
you're
sick
not
and
gonna
tired
tower
of
over
you
me.
running your mouth.
You're not
Like,
gonna
I
tower
am so
over me
tired of
either.
you running your
You're not
mouth.
gonna
Like,
tower over me
I am
either.
so tired of
Right.
you running your mouth. I swear to God, I'm about
I
to
said what I
I'm
said,
Maliek,
and
I'm
that
about
was
to slice
it.
his throat.
I
swear
said
to
what I
God,
said,
am.
and again with the thread.
Maliek,
Again with the thread. 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 I said what I said. I'm not finna entertain this.
What was going on was savage mode. What was going on was kill. What was going on, I'm gonna beat your bitch. I'm gonna beat that ass and drag him up down Peach Street. That's what I was thinking about. But I gotta remember, one thing about me, I'm always gonna get you later on. I ain't gonna get you where everybody looking. Cause I'm gonna be smart about it. But one thing I'm always gonna do that everybody always wanna say something after you to whoop somebody's ass, after they feel sorry for them, they always be like, you should have had self-control. You should have watched yourself. You had to remember, you do this and you do that. So I do gotta remember that I do work with domestic violence and I do work with a shelter and I do work with people. So I do gotta remember that. But the same token, at the same token, do not fuck with me.
I swear to
I'm not
God,
gonna
I'm going
entertain
to
this.
tear you up.
I'm not gonna
I
entertain
swear
this.
to
I'm
God,
not gonna
I swear
entertain
to
this.
God,
I'm not
I'm
gonna
going to
entertain
tear
this.
you from limb
Right.
to limb. And I
Right.
swear to God.
Right. Again with the
Please.
thread.
Please.
Again with the thread.
Please. I am
Again
going
with the
to
thread.
fuck you up.
Okay.
Remember,
All right.
I know where you-
All
I know where
right. Right. You
stay.
got the address.
I know
You got the
where you
address.
stay.
You got the
I know where you
address.
stay.
You
I
got
know
the
where you
address.
stay.
You got the
I would
address.
definitely be there.
You got the
I would
address.
definitely be there.
You got the
I would
address.
definitely be there.
Gremlin.
I would
I don't
definitely
have
be
time
there.
for it.
I would
You're a
definitely be
gremlin.
there. I would definitely be 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 there.
It was a conversation had via video chat where I explained to Jerome why he was busy, taking cheap shots below the belt. I could have did the same thing to him. Like bringing up somebody's HIV status and kind of making it seem like, you know, it's belittling to be an activist and me having an OnlyFans and just coming out very, very judgmental. You know, I told him that I could have hit him below the belt as well. It would have been unkind and unpleasant for me to, in that same conversation where he's hurling out, you know, insults and threats and all of those things to me, I could have very much well set up and said that you're living in an apartment with no furniture. You have a blow-up mattress in your living room. Like, we have yet to see the career that you are talking about. I could have came at him with all of those things, hitting him below the belt as well. But what I did was I decided to take the more amicable way out. And I'm just like, you winking it.
I'll say this, and this might answer the question. I did not subscribe to Maliek OnlyFans to get my dick hard. I subscribed to Maliek OnlyFans to figure out why you've had it for over 2 years and not cashed out. I subscribe to it to support black business.
Okay, bigblackdick.com.
Oh, he has one like.
This is from 2018. Look at that. That's from December 5th. That's from 2 years ago.
But you talking about you get ching. Was that supposed to be him?
Hold on, this is the moment of truth. Took me to class. Yep, no condom.
Is that no condom?
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. Push play. That's no condom.
Mm-hmm.
That's a no condom.
Mm-hmm. Just like you said.
Let me see it one more time. Is that his face and everything? Show me again.
Yeah, go ahead. Yep, no condom.
And it says Maliek. And that's Maliek right there. With no... I'm done. I told these motherfuckers don't play with me. And that right there. So let me tell y'all something about that. Me and Jerome are kudos in that one. We're gonna take the blame on both of that. That's me and him. I don't give a fuck. We did it and who gonna take us?
I think he maybe got his dick sucked. I saw him like taking pictures in the shower, and that's I think where we had the audition for Men in Black scene. We got that picture from there. I mean, you know what? I admire the effort.
So you didn't do it because you was like signed up because you wanted to jack off or get off or go off. You done it because you was trying to support a black business and cash them out.
Kind of person.
Huh.
I'm really not this kind of person, G. But I really wonder was this before or after he was diagnosed with HIV?
It don't matter.
It don't matter.
Because my thing is, even if you are, let me tell you something. Let me tell you how real I am and pay attention to me if I throw you off. The reason, if I did have an air mattress and I didn't have no clothes and I was sleeping on an air mattress, I wouldn't invite him over to my house. But I invited you over so I could see about you. And what you did off camera is what you did on camera. Mm-hmm. Or you still didn't do it on camera because you called me and you got on Instagram and you called me through a video chat and mad because a bum and then you and you're mad because the whole HIV thing. You're mad because I'm telling the truth. And I would, like I said, your good thing nobody's really watching your OnlyFans, but when this show pop up, people are going to, oh my God, he has an OnlyFans. They're going to go see that. So now, if you are HIV, if you have that now, you should have took that off. You should took that video off. You should took that video of you having non-sex with non-condom. You should took that video off. Because now that just shows you a hypocrite. Am I wrong or right? Tell me if I'm wrong. Can somebody please tell me if I'm wrong?
No, you're right.
If I'm wrong, please tell me.
No, you're right.
And like I said, I don't have nothing against nobody with HIV, but look what you're doing. You're passing it. You're passing it. Even if you didn't have HIV right then and there, you're still showing the wrong thing because you have HIV now. So people are not gonna believe you. You had it right then and there. Nobody's gonna know. I'm good. If I wanted to go watch Men in Black, the Earthworm, I would go watch Men in Black. If I want to go watch, like, you know, Tales from the Crypt, I would put the movie on. If I wanted to watch porn, I would put on Pornhub. Not putting Malik's name in there. Like, so he don't have nothing I want to see. Nothing on OnlyFans I want to see on OnlyFans. I don't want to see nothing like that. I heard people actually just making money on there. Cha-ching, ching, ching. And I think he just cha-ching one time. So...
Hey, it's Ro. So today, me and my roommate, Carrie, we're sitting down, just having a conversation about this new group of people that she's hanging with. I know she went to a slumber party a couple days ago, and it was lit, I guess. That's what she told me, and she really wanted me to hang around the group. And I do want to make some new friends. I've been a lot.
Hey, Lachey, how's it going?
I'm good, just here on my YouTube channel or whatever.
So how's that working out?
Sorry.
It's alright.
It's going.
It's going.
I need to start like an Onlyfans or something.
OnlyFans?
Oh no.
But you said you never would do an OnlyFans. So what's going on with the YouTube?
Maybe. I mean, it's growing, but it's slow. It's a slow build up. So what's going on with you?
Nothing. Getting ready for this trip this weekend.
Where you going?
I'm going to New Orleans.
Oh yeah, that's right. With your friends, right?
The cast.
Your new friends.
The cast. Yeah.
The cast.
You remember I told you we went to the pajama party at the Hilton downtown.
Oh yeah, that's right. I was asking you.
Yeah, it was a couple people there, and you know, I was you know, it was good, food, drinks, but you know, I was just trying to, you know everybody, not personally know, but listen to all the tea, you know, pick up on their vibe and all that good stuff. So for the most part, it was interesting. It was, you know.
Did you connect with anybody?
Not really.
Oh, you have a lot of fun on Bourbon Street.
On Bourbon Street, I hear.
Oh, you're gonna have so much fun.
I'm trying to get into no trouble. You know, we ain't gonna do that. You know, because you know we don't do all that.
But you're slightly shady though.
I am, but you know I don't want to get into a lot of trouble down there. You know.
No, you're a slightly shady bitch.
I'm not slightly shady, but
the first time I met your ass, I was like,
But you know, you met me as a boy though. You didn't meet me as a girl. So I was shady as a boy.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Probably gonna be shady. Shadier.
I'm maybe more shady as a girl. So you already know. You already know how that works.
Well, when you go to New Orleans, get these bitches together. You better serve, honey. You better serve the looks, bitch.
We'll see.
And you better serve, and you better get these bitches together. Okay?
You know I'm carrying me.
Okay, because these girls in
August, they don't got nothing on carry me. August, honey.
These girls in Atlanta,
honey.
The boys, girls,
whatever they call them.
A lot of them have like an attitude.
For no reason at all.
None whatsoever.
But we'll see. We'll see how this goes. You know.
Did you pack it?
No. What? I still haven't got no white dress. I ain't go today, but you know. So we'll see how this trip goes. So.
Well, you got like 2 more days for your trip. So 3 more days. So.
I mean, it's
it's very exciting. Well, turn up. I hope you have fun.
Alright, thank you.
So it's the day of what would have been my housewarming, but because it's Labor Day weekend, it's Pride weekend, I want to really, just kind of take my mind off of all of the stress of me having to move in 30 days.
at Butler, I had caught wind that he was still gonna have Jamie and Xavier at his house for his housewarming, even though for the rest of the cast he had canceled all of his other events like he had. I mean, he canceled like he did for all of his other events. So when I found out that Maliek and Jamie were still invited and I was not personally uninvited, I decided I was gonna go.
My roommate is cooking and all of the things, and then I get a knock at the door. And to my surprise, it is Jerome.
Hello.
Hi.
How you doing?
What's going on? How you doing?
Not bad. How are you?
I'm good.
Good.
I've been better.
Why you say that?
It's just a lot. It's a lot
It's a
going
lot.
on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, this is a pop-up. It's unexpected. I wasn't.
That took a page out of your book.
Oh, I see.
Yes, had to.
Oh, come on.
Okay.
I was like, goodness.
I like your Nipsey picture.
No.
Nipsey.
Oh yeah, I'm like trying to black influencers or whatever.
Okay.
Listen, I don't know if he had just showed up from, maybe he had just left a tennis lesson or something. I don't know. He had like, hit a couple of balls with the racket and then just pushed right over. But that's what it was giving. He had on his his academy sportswear like he always do. And it was like, I was like, honestly, I was pleasantly surprised.
Your housewarming.
My housewarming, so yeah, me and my roommate pretty much like decided to not cancel but postpone the housewarming.
Okay.
Because long story longer.
Is that your room?
No, this actually it's it's like my birthday.
Okay,
my
cool.
best friends.
Mm.
Yeah. So me and my roommate decided to like pretty much postpone the housewarming because long story longer, we have to move in 30 days.
Wait, y'all getting kicked out?
Hello.
But yeah, I remember a few weeks ago when you were having something at the Claremont.
Oh yeah, the interview.
And I was like on my way, and I ended up finding out that it was not happening. And
I owed you.
I don't remember exactly what the reason was behind us not having the event, but I just remember like I felt the same thing yesterday when I got the text that we're not having the event today.
Well, I'm pleasantly surprised that you came. I was just, like I said, it wasn't that I was counseling the event because I'm still having to host people in my home. It's just not a housewarming. It's more like a
But the cameras was
moving
here.
out party.
So what's the cameras gonna be filming?
Well, I had obligations and stuff to keep, so it was just
like on camera obligations.
So
you could have kept the crew obligations too, because we all on camera together.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So I wanted to
I'm hearing
be able. I wanted to be able to deal with.
No.
Yeah, no, yes. I wanted to be able.
But I'll give you an example. When I students, so I'm a tennis instructor. So I tell my kids like, okay, I'll give you an example. Like they'll hit the ball like boom. I'll be like, okay, were you watching the ball? They'll be like, I don't know. I don't know means no. Because what you know, you know.
It wasn't that I didn't want the. Okay, so it wasn't that I didn't want the crew here. It's just I wanted to be able to kind of process what it is that I'm dealing with, kind of,
on camera.
And I even just on camera, just amongst myself, in a safe space with my friends and family and stuff, and I just didn't think like, and it was not just the circle that got that postponed, it was like,
we postponed it for a few people. Just me and my roommate. Just we can't have a housewarming if we like move in.
I decided to share the information with him, but with his only concern being that I uninvited, he feeling like I uninvited the group, and then I only uninvited everybody except for Jamie and Xavier. That's just like so far from the truth. Number one, I don't know you. Jerome, I don't know you. We're getting to know each other. So honestly, if he wouldn't have showed up to my house, we wouldn't be having this conversation.
Everybody was still invited, basically, and I even expressed this to him. Basically, it seemed like you uninvited me and Gerald.
All my money, all my rent, and then they're talking about they're not going to give us any money back until 30 days.
That's what I was like, so, that was kind of weird too. Like, why would they not give, if they want you to move, why would they not give your money back?
It's crazy. It's just, and it's stressful. So I was just like,
I'm sorry to hear that part. I am sorry to hear that. I can understand why you might not want to have an event after that.
Yeah, I knew I would see like everybody later.
I think that by you already having canceled a couple of times, I assumed I was going somewhere tonight. I was like, all right, I ain't partying, I ain't doing nothing because I got a whole lot of shit going on. I can't afford to have COVID-19. I really can't afford to do that shit. Or, take it there like I want to. But I did expect to, come here and, kiki, kick back.
I know. Well, I'm glad you came. We can still, kick back. I still have alcohol. We got some food.
I don't know if I want to invite Jerome nowhere else. It's like you're already showing up uninvited, and the energy that you're coming with, you're trying to appear that you're coming with genuine energy, but that's not the case. And I'm keeping my eye open. I'm keeping like one eye wide open on this situation, because honestly, like, girl, like I said and told you, like, girl, I gotta move in 30 days, and your whole thing is, I'm uninvited. You uninvited the group, but you still invited, da-da-da. Like, today, I'm delighted to be meeting up with my brother from another mother. Terrell is someone I have known for a few years now, and he has really been a person that has been there for me, like it's kind of like one of those friendships where iron sharpens iron, and we just like encourage each other and build each other up. And I'm happy that my brother is here in town all the way from Los Angeles, and I'm happy that like we can get together and like get to the hookah bar and just like enjoy each other's company. Thanks for, popping up on me in the A. You was like all the way there from California. So how this is?
Los Angeles is awesome.
It's better than Birmingham.
It's really good.
We social distancing right now, so it's good. It's good.
I can breathe.
We good.
I can breathe. Oh, should I even put that on the table? It's like infected now.
I was gonna say, so you like LA better than Birmingham?
Is that really a question? I can put the table.
Your family is in Birmingham.
I mean, well, my family's in New Orleans. Well, that's where I'm from. But my mom lives in Birmingham. But LA is amazing, bro. Like, LA is the culture. It's like Atlanta's us. LA is us elevated.
Right, okay.
The whole world sees us in LA.
I'll be out there for
in Atlanta now.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like it's been a long time in the making.
Some Atlanta vibes.
Yeah,
definitely not Birmingham.
No, we far outside, the 205. But I feel like it was just time for me to like make it move, make it step, because you know, going through that situation with my mom and stuff. Like, I was gearing up to move to Atlanta then. And that really, I stopped everything. Like, it was there, like, boys, I stopped traveling. Like, I kind of just dumped all my responsibilities. So, I felt like they kind of played a big part in it. Definitely like losing my mom, they played it just put a pause on things, as it should. And that like the twins, they doing phenomenal. Yeah, they like...
They about to graduate, I think.
Yeah, this they senior year. This they senior year.
Senior with COVID.
They right. Like, the older girls I know went through a traumatic experience, a pandemic, and still like remain the top students in their class, like, so, but yeah, the twins good, my grandma, she good.
How's Atlanta treat you?
You know, it's not a lot of people that I really have in my close-knit circle, so I know, like, he is someone that really knows me and just has really first-hand experience some of the most traumatic experience I've been through in my life, and also some of my happiest successes. And that's what I always respected about you and about our friendship. Like, you don't see a lot of like cisgender straight men, especially in Birmingham, that is willing or that will even claim to have a gay friend outside of their family or cousin that they're forced to kind of deal with. And even in them situations, they not, you know, fucking with them like this for real. It's just like the, oh, if I'm friends with him, then I'm associated, I'm gay. And you, somebody who stood 10 toes down, like, look, I'm me, you know, right.
That's my partner though.
And we connect on different levels, like, that doesn't even have anything to do with
that. It's just that if I had a question, you can answer it. Right. That's what you do. Like, you like nationally known for that though. Like, hey, like ever since I've known you, you've been traveling, doing that. And then like you say with your point with your mom, then that happened and then it kind of slowed down.
I'm trying not to get emotional as I'm sitting there because talking about my mom is a really tough, talking about my mom is a really tough, it's a really tough subject for me. And I feel like, you know, after I kind of got around to getting to know these individuals a little bit, I quickly found out that I did not want to even introduce the idea of just even trying to tarnish or even play with my mom's legacy.
Man, just know I'm really proud of you. Like I'm really happy with the approach that you are taking. I do have one question I gotta ask you. What's up with the with that one picture where you was like, you know, I had to ask you why you was looking like the Men in Black, little things off of Men in Black.
You know what? I owe you an ass whipping. That wasn't funny.
So today I have an interview lined up with Mr. Ray. Yes, you heard me correctly, Mr. Ray from Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. Today I am super excited.
My catchphrase for a reason has been filled for season 1 of the Real Life of the Lady.
So you're telling me that you can't make it?
It's a good.
Oh, wow. All right, well, you know, the show goes on. The show continues. I'll definitely do the interview by myself. Well, drive safe.
You're gonna be great.
Mental health is something that I truly care about. Growing up, I feel like mental health was never available. So I definitely want to bridge the gap between mental health, my YouTube channel, and with the LGBT space. I want to combine all three. So I decided to reach out to Mr. Ray because he has been on reality TV forever, like since I was in middle school. He's a pioneer of reality TV. He is one of the first openly gay men on reality TV, gay black men on reality TV. So I decided to reach out to him. I remember well, I was gonna say this. I remember being in, I think, elementary or middle school. And I was in middle school.
Oh my!
I was in like 8th grade, seeing you on College Hill.
Okay, see, 8th grade, that's like the year before high school, so I...
Yeah. So I'm 31, and I think you're like 32?
36.
Okay. 36. 36. No, you look 17. You look really good. So can you talk about that? Like, how did you get started with College Hill? Like, how did that happen?
Tracy Edmonds, who is the executive producer of, well, she was the executive producer of the show and creator, along with her ex-husband Babyface. College Hill was going into its 3rd season. BET had just merged with Viacom, so we were the first. There were 2 seasons prior to us, but we were like the official rollout of the new BET bought by Viacom movement. So that included a diverse cast, which you got Will, which is my castmate. He is white. Then you had Bianca, who was Puerto Rican, and then you had me, that was gay. I did not originally audition for that show. I was a senior. I had no idea what I was doing in the next 6 to 7 months because, again, we started filming the week before Homecoming. And we shot the whole fall semester, and it aired in the spring. So when Tracy Edmonds came into band rehearsal, because I'm the mascot for the university, and she introduced herself, she walked straight to me, and my name is Tracy Edmonds, and I heard your name all day for the last week. I've heard your name. And so other people got me casted for College Hill.
Oh, wow.
See what happens when you have opportunity? Talk about yourself.
Right.
Somebody gave me a job.
Right. My best friend always say, all you need is one opportunity. You just need one opportunity. That's it. Working with different celebrities. Is that how you kind of got into the loving hip hop world?
Actually, it's a really interesting story. No one really knows this.
Oh, I'm getting an inside scoop. Oh, okay. Look at me. I watch a lot of Wendy Williams, okay? A lot of Wendy Williams, okay?
No, I don't mind giving details. I don't gossip. I give details.
Oh, come on, give the details.
Okay. When I first moved to Los Angeles and I was working at BET, College Hill was still airing. I had my degree in public relations and I worked in the corporate communications department. So Thursday nights I was talent, Monday through Friday I was corporate.
Okay.
I had a publicist. I came out there, but the show was airing. I'm the only gay man on Black network cable television. I met a young lady named Erica Adams, and she said, "Oh, you on the College Hill show?" And she was an AKA, and she was just like, I'm from Texas, blah blah blah. That person was Hazel E.
Oh, really?
She was actually my publicist when I first moved.
Oh, wow.
And she had myself and Tierra Marie and I want to say a couple different people, but Hazel E worked with all of us as a publicist. And
about your first season, I know your first season of Love and Hip Hop, you experienced like a loss with, I believe it was your aunt, right? Like, how was that, you know, having to film, coming to work every day and film, but deal with that for you, like, mentally? Like, how, like, just talk about that. How was that experience?
That was hard. I remember that. That was my first season. So I didn't know the blueprint to how a monologues production runs. I was not familiar with Love and Hip Hop and our schedule and how we filmed. And
do you think like some scenes, like what you filmed, like affected you because at that point you're really sensitive and, you know, you're going through so much? So do you think your reactions were just a little bit more triggered by what's going on in your personal life?
I was 2 weeks delayed filming.
Oh, okay.
So because that happened February 21st, I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry about that. My condolences.
No, you're fine. I started 2 weeks. I came in episode 4, so I basically started a month late.
Oh, wow.
It takes 2 weeks to do an episode. I don't know, it was weird because I wasn't really, I had seen that since December, like I think, no, it was November, my grandmother's 87th birthday party, and I picked her up and took her and, you know, go home, you know, went back to East Christmas break, had contract for Love and Hip Hop. I'm like, oh my God, it's gonna be lit. I'm back on TV again, like officially. And she was missing at the time, and
did talk about him losing a family member during the first season of Love and Hip Hop and how he had to work through it and how difficult that was. And at one point he began to cry. I think at that moment we connected. I think he felt comfortable and safe to talk about it. And I think he knows that him talking about his experience will help other people. It might help, you know, somebody who's on reality TV or somebody from our own cast who sees this interview. That's clever. I like that. That's clever. Well, thank you so much once again. Love and Hip Hop, BET, College Hill, Mr. Ray, thank you so much for being here.
thank you so much. And let me know when you post on YouTube so I can put it on.
Definitely, most definitely. Thank you so much. All right.
Thank you.
All right, take care. Bye.
It's real life. It's real life. What you gotta say? Ain't no games being played. We on a mission, so it's no tea, no shit. Real life. Real life.
What's going on, everybody? My name is Maliek Yuseef, and right now I would like to tell you about my organization, the Yuseef Foundation. I started the Yuseef Foundation in 2012, shortly after I tested positive for HIV. I wanted to bring awareness not only to HIV, but I wanted to destigmatize the community and kind of reverse what people thoughts were of people like myself living and thriving with HIV. So here at the Yuseef Foundation, we're all about building a stronger you and creating a better self. To know more about the Yuseef Foundation, you can simply connect with me on social media at Finding Yuseef or Maliek Yuseef on all social media platforms.
Hey, what's up, world? It's your boy, Sir Kim Gianni, giving you the real sweet tea right here on RLAPREALITY. Of course, from the yellow chair. Once again, I'm coming to you guys with the raw, real, and ridiculous of these cast members from last week of Real Life and Philanthropy. So we're going to go ahead and jump right on into it. Coming in with our raw this week, we have Miss Kwanzza. So Kwanzza gets the raw this week. Kwanzza has a raw heart. She has a raw story. Kwanzza met up with Gerald. They were sitting down at the table. They were talking about Kwanzza staying in Alabama. She has her own hair salon where she be slaying the kid's head. And also they were speaking about Kwanzza transitioning story. And as well, Kwanzza got a chance to meet with the group. The group respectfully heard Kwanzza's story in regards to her transitioning, where she's at, what she's become, and how far she wants to go within her doing what she wanted to do to become a girl. So I thought it was very respectful, and I like the fact that the group got a chance to sit down and hear her story. And I want to give Kwanzza a big thumbs up as well, just for coming out and telling her story to the group. So kudos to you, Kwanzza, for that. And so moving along, we're going to go ahead and jump into our reel. Our reel this week, we have a tie. So yes, we have a tie with Mr. Jamie Allen and also Mr. Maliek Yuseef. And Jamie and Maliek both was being real to me this week. I really love Jamie. Jamie had heard that Maliek was all down on the internet, child, selling his something on Onlyfans, and he had heard the story, so he came and brought it to Maliek and not go behind Maliek back and try to shoot Maliek down. And he also respectfully heard what Maliek had to say, because Maliek did come out. Maliek was real himself, and that's why I give Maliek the real, because he came out and admitted what he had been doing. Maliek had been said this. Yes, he have HIV. Yes, he did. He is on OnlyFans. And what, bitch? What's new? What's new to talk about? So I really like that about Jamie and Maliek. They was both real. So moving along to almost ridiculous, child. Almost ridiculous from last week. I have to say it. I have to do it, and I have to give it to you guys. Y'all should already know you're gonna get it for being the most ridiculous this week. Gerald and Jerome. Y'all was ridiculous this week individually. And Gerald, this is why you was ridiculous to me. I don't get it. I don't understand it. Why in the hell are you standing over me, Maliek's head, pointing your fingers? Like, it just don't make any sense to me. It seems as if, Gerald, you may have an anger issue. I don't know if you may want to go seek counseling or whatsoever, but you have an anger issue. Whatever Maliek says or does, you're getting angry, upset, ready to fight, ready to chop Maliek's head off. And like, for what, bro? It's not that damn serious. Like, calm down and back the fuck up. If Maliek is on OnlyFans, why is that bothering you? If Maliek is fucking without a condom, why is that an issue of yours? You know what I mean? It just shouldn't go there. As far as what you're doing, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So moving along individually, again, you guys with this ridiculous Gerald and Jerome. Jerome, this is why you got the ridiculous this week. Let me go ahead and tell you why. Because of this right here.
And what is it that you do besides tell everybody that you have HIV? And what is it that you do besides tell everybody that you have HIV?
Need I say any more? That right there, you guys were all raw, real, and ridiculous. I want to thank you for watching Real Life and Philanthropy. Take care. That was not the best, but child, he better make it work.